Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. In today's video, I am doing a twin flame reading. I do create these readings every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so be sure to check back on those times and days, especially if you're available to make it to the live premiere of the readings, because those of you who join in the live premieres and participates in the live chats especially are really participating in this energetic kind of contribution to each other and to the readings. So sometimes this can lead to having a more powerful experience with these reading videos. But regardless of when you are watching this video, know that there are no coincidences and no accidents in the universe. You felt drawn to this video for a reason, and most likely this is because there is some message here for you. Now, with that being said, I do channel many different people, energies, forms of connection, so always use your own intuition as your guide through all of these readings. And really, through life as well, the intuition is truly the compass guiding us through our lives. And it's my only goal through these readings to reconnect you with that intuitive voice that is already within you and already holds the answers that you are looking for. So right away, as I was getting ready for this reading, I felt a very teary kind of energy coming through. I heard I miss you. So someone definitely missing someone else here. But also the other thing that I picked up right away is a masculine who feels as though his presence in the life of the divine feminine complicates her life. That's all I kept hearing is, I know that I complicate your life, and I know these messages might not resonate right away with everyone. And as I said, I tend to pick up the strongest energies coming through at a particular given time. So don't be discouraged if some messages are not for you. Always only take what connects with you personally. But I am going to start reading more deeply into these energies. So what is going on with this teary energy? Let's start there because I felt a lot of movements in the heart center, heart opening to possibilities with adjacent possibilities in the upright position. I'm hearing getting a new lease on life, hitting the refresh, the reset button on your life through this kind of heart's opening experience. Opening yourself to new people, to new ideas, to new places, to new ways of doing things or seeing things or even seeing yourself. I feel this is somewhat of a collective energy coming through here. So this could manifest itself in different ways depending on your circumstances or situations. But for some, this is directly related to work and finances with financial constraints in the reverse position. So this could be someone connecting with a new way of doing things in regards to work, in regards to their finances. Perhaps this is a person opening to new ideas related to work or finances. Yeah, appreciation in the upright position. There's also this energy here of having the courage to live in the moments without knowing all of the answers, planting the seeds with blossoming abundance upright without being able to at times yet see anything sprouting above the earth. And I know these messages are starting out a bit vague, but I feel that someone here needed to know that if you've been opening yourself to some kind of new possibilities in love, in life, socially, whatever the case might be for you, I feel that as you continue to plant those seeds of positive intention and to water them daily, to continue to focus positively on the life you are trying to create, on the new opportunities you are attracting, you can trust that process. I'm hearing you can trust the process of nature, that whatever you plant will eventually grow, even the intentions and visions that you plant within your own minds. And another card just flew out here. Yeah, community in the upright position. So whatever this is, I do feel that somehow it does involve connecting with other people in the physical world. So this could be, I'm hearing, collaborating on a business project or somehow collaborating in a workspace environment. But this could also be branching out and connecting more with others platonically or romantically in your day-to-day life, in your physical 3D reality. I'm hearing in spite of fears. I also have to say that predominantly, I'm getting a lot of divine feminine energy from these cards. So I feel that for most who are connecting with these initial messages, you might resonate as the divine feminine, although do keep in mind that these are just labels to describe energy dynamics. So these energies are very fluid and they are not attached to gender in any way. So I want to know what else is going on here with this divine feminine. How is this divine feminine opening to new options and opportunities? Blossoming abundance upright. So once again, that card of planting the seeds, setting the intentions. I'm specifically seeing a divine feminine who is journaling or reading or doing some kind of like self-care practices, as well as someone quite literally making some kind of a goal or setting a plan. I keep hearing design, so I don't know if someone does some kind of design work or something along those lines, but this could also speak to being the designer of your life, being the architects of your life. And I feel that many divine feminines are really settling into that role of conscious creation and overcoming a lot of their fears around that. Contracts in the upright position, the completion of a cycle. I'm hearing a negative cycle. Things are beginning to look up. Things are beginning to get better. I feel this speaks to someone who has gone through, I'm literally seeing like a tunnel, some place or a phase in their life that has felt very dismal, lonely, or dark. And I feel this card is coming out to represent some kind of full circle moments. Someone's guides keep telling me to tell someone to think back on where you were at this point last year. So there actually could have been something around these months of April, May, June that could have happened to someone last year. And now there is this feeling of coming full circle or finally beginning to come out of some kind of a cycle. Yeah, for some, I'm definitely feeling this could have been a 1-year cycle, although the time lapse could vary from person to person. But there's this feeling of relief coming over me as I channel this energy. It's like it's finally closing out. It's finally over. You're finally stepping into the lights. What kind of cycle is being cleared out here? Envy in the reverse position. Feeling really distraught, dissatisfied, or unfulfilled about something. So I feel that potentially for someone here, again, this most likely is a divine feminine I'm connecting with here. There is this coming out of a cycle or a period of time through which I keep hearing it was like, for many feminines, one specific thing. So this could have been a relationship. This could have been a job. I feel someone very specifically focused here on something that was causing them a lot of pain, but the pain was coming from confusion. I feel that this person felt very unsatisfied or unfulfilled with where they were at in life in connection with this specific thing. There was this sense with the temple path reversed that this was not their highest soul's path. And yet I feel that because of this contract card, there was a lot of heaviness around this situation. Yeah, I just felt this like kind of lurch in my stomach sort of sensation, like that feeling of fear in the solar plexus that you can sometimes feel physically. And I feel that this is what this divine feminine was struggling with, this feeling of heaviness around a situation that she was feeling a lot of pain connected with, a lot of dissatisfaction, knowing this wasn't truly her soul's highest path, and yet being so afraid. And I just hear someone saying, I'm not afraid anymore. Blossoming abundance upright. I'm planting those new seeds of my future, those seeds of intention, and finally closing out this chapter of my life where, for someone I'm hearing, like where I held on to something for so long because I was afraid to let go. I don't know how that's going to connect. This could be a job. It could be some kind of a relationship, a place, a way of being, a behavior pattern. Woman holding a coin in the reverse position. Seventh chakra in the upright position. Letting go of the material and trusting the spiritual, trusting the higher level knowing. A shift in focus. This is a very powerful shift in focus taking place here. I'm also getting that the number 41 might be significant to someone. Victory in the reverse position. So what I'm getting from these cards is that there could have been someone who went through something very painful where they felt hopeless about a particular situation in their life. And I keep hearing that there was another feminine involved here for someone. So this could be a mother figure. This could be a karmic feminine situation with her divine masculine. This could be a friend. And this may not connect for everyone, but for those of you who are resonating with this involving some other karmic feminine situation or feminine energy in your life, I feel as though there is this feeling of being awakened through the pain. With victory reversed, I see a divine feminine who is in a lot of pain because she didn't get something that she thought that she wanted, or there was this feeling of there being a pattern of things just continuously not seeming to work out in her favor. I'm hearing, I felt like I was on this bad luck streak. Again, this could be in life or in work or in relationships. But through all of this pain, something really powerful was happening beneath the surface. This divine feminine was actually going through a kind of initiation, a dark night of the soul experience meant to catalyze her into the light, meant to fully awaken her to her true power and potential. Very powerful energy coming through here. I know that I don't normally channel these types of messages. Typically, I keep it more centered on the interactions between the physical, masculine, and feminine energies, but that message just needed to come through really strongly for someone there. So I just want to pull a quick guidance card. What can I channel for whoever is resonating with the reading so far? What do they need to know at this time? Portal, doors are opening, you decide, rewards, wild card. I feel that this could also speak to many divine feminines being at some kind of a crossroads or a decision point in their life. Yeah, and this decision, broken hearts upright, could involve some kind of romantic situation here as well. What is going on with this decision for the divine feminine? Happy family in the reverse. Okay. A delayed reunion, breaking their heart over and over, waiting for something with someone. Oh, and I just felt this like wave of energy. It was such sadness because this is the energy of a divine feminine who is waiting and waiting and waiting on someone to show her that she is worthy of love. But the lesson here, the lesson and what this person has been trying to teach you, whoever this is for, again, this won't be for everyone, but whoever's been experiencing this cycle of like delayed reconnection or feeling heartbroken by a particular person or situation over and over again, what this is trying to teach you, what this is coming in to teach you, is how to finally no longer seek the love that you need to find within externally. Yeah, the World card uprights. And ultimately, what this has been pushing you is to expansion. Expansion of your mind, of your soul, of your life. And with fourth chakra uprights, hearts opening. I feel like there is a divine feminine here being asked by her guides, how much are you willing to trust? And specifically to trust that everything that is meant for you will flow to you, will be pulled to you magnetically. How much are you willing to trust that if you truly keep your heart open, that if you focus on yourself, commit to yourself, choose yourself over and over again, you will continue to raise your vibration and attract in the highest vibrational forms of connection, platonically, romantically, in every sense. Because I'm getting that there could be a feminine here who has been hanging on to toxic situations or dynamics, platonically or romantically, at times because there is this fear of being alone, which this person's guides are reminding them that fear of being alone, if you were to choose yourself, is really just a lack of trust in the fact that you are this powerful, beautiful, radiant, and worthy being, and you will always attract the love that you need and deserve. But the love that you need and truly deserve can't make its way to you as long as you are holding on to something out of fear. So, wow, very intense messages coming through for that divine feminine. I hope that reached whoever needed to hear it. As I said, I know that that was a bit vague, but I also feel that intuitively you will know if or how this connects for you. Okay, so let's have a little conversation with the masculine. Oh, by the way, in the extended version of this reading, I will be channeling more information on how this divine feminine is consciously thinking and feeling at this time, as well as some higher self messages, meaning messages for this divine feminine from her own higher self, from her spirit guides, from whatever divine forces she personally connects with. So all of that will be in the extended reading, which is in our beautiful Twin Flame Soul Tribe community on Patreon, and that is linked in the pinned comments and description box under this video. So let's channel into the divine masculine energy. Action in the reverse position, feeling stuck, feeling unsure, with an intense longing to be vulnerable. But specifically, I'm hearing to be vulnerable with you, feminine, to open up, but not being sure about something. There's something about the two horses on the image of this action card, and one of the horses appearing to be ahead of the other. And I see a masculine looking at this as though the feminine is ahead of himself in some sense. For many, I feel this will be spiritually. So there could be this perception that the feminine is more evolved spiritually, or this could be connected with any area of life, really. There's just this energy of this masculine secretly, in some cases, seeing the feminine as actually being better than himself in a certain respect, and finding that a bit intimidating. With blossoming abundance upright, this could be simply him sensing the shift in her energy as she plants those new intentions for herself and her life. The Sun card upright, as she moves towards this next phase, this new beginning of her life, lets go of the heaviness of the old dynamics and patterns that she lived in out of fear of not being loved or not being accepted. As she commits more fully to herself, it's like the divine masculine feels her stepping into this new beginning, building her confidence with solar plexus chakra upright. The solar plexus is really the powerhouse of our entire energy body. It really pushes us forward into action very naturally when we have a strong solar plexus energy. And I see that this is what the divine feminine is healing, and the masculine senses this. He sees this energetically at that higher self level where they are always connected, even if he isn't very vocal about it. There's something about not wanting to make himself look badly here, or what is this energy coming up? There's something about the masculine not wanting to say what he's observing or what he's sensing from the feminine, because it's like, I don't want you to see me as insecure, but I do feel this sense of insecurity as I sense you moving forward with your life, starting this new beginning, building your confidence. There's also a lot of admiration here too, though, as well. Door to spirit upright, an awakening, specifically awakening to one's own intuitive voice within. So how is this masculine awakening to intuition? 6th chakra upright, the third eye chakra. So this is the natural progression of these energetic shifts and changes that have been taking place within them for a long time. Angel of Love reversed. So the Angel of Love card tends to represent unconditional love when it comes out in these readings, or at least that's how I tend to interpret it. So the fact this card is reversed, coming out with these other intuition cards, I feel like this masculine is very clearly seeing ways in which he has been living in a pattern of conditional love, either in his interactions with the divine feminine or with others. I feel a masculine actually reflecting on past relationships, and specifically for one masculine, there is this feeling of, I don't know how I didn't see it before, but I'm realizing, divine feminine, that every other connection and relationship in my life has loved me conditionally, but with you, it's just different. This love is so pure and so completely unconditional, and that is what makes it different. I feel this masculine is struggling to find the words to describe how they feel this love with you and from you being so different, but they are beginning to really notice how much it stands out to them in their minds. Unforgettable is the word that I'm getting here. And I'm feeling really pulled to the shoebox messages, so give me a second here. There could be something about red hair for someone, but I feel a masculine saying, like, you are unforgettable. And it's almost as though they've been reflecting back on past relationships, wondering why is this connection impacting me so profoundly above all other connections that I've experienced in my life? And this is leading them to really begin digging deeper into what this is. Waiting. Split energy. It's hard to say. Yeah, so this masculine is having a difficult time putting into words all of these realizations and thoughts coming through. I keep hearing the word reflection. So I do just see a lot of masculines spending a lot of time thinking about the past, specifically past love connections. And I don't want to say comparing them to you, divine feminine, but that's kind of how it feels. It's like realizing that nothing and no one has ever been able to compare to you, that there's been no comparison. But he's also in this waiting energy with action reversed. And now the waiting card coming out here, I heard biding his time. So I want to know why a masculine is biding his time here. It's easier being with someone from my world. Yeah, so I feel that with split energy and it's easier being with someone from my world, there is this feeling here from the masculine, and I just felt this like kind of racing in my heart. I feel that his heart races just thinking about you, just looking at you, divine feminine. But I feel that there is a masculine here living with one foot in two worlds, so to speak. One foot in the past of who he was before connecting with you in some conscious way that really began to wake him up to his own spiritual side, to, I'm hearing the longing for this highest version of himself that I feel prior to meeting you or connecting with you, he couldn't even access. It's like he didn't even realize that highest version of himself existed. Now he senses it calling him. He senses this highest timeline with you, divine feminine, calling him. And yet the other foot is again in this place where he used to live dominantly from the ego through the 3D lens of reality. And in these lower vibrational versions of self, there is this longing, I'm hearing, to go with you to that highest timeline, to live in that reality where you each are showing up as this best version of yourself and effortlessly connecting with one another. And yet there are still those weights pulling him to that other world. Specifically, I keep hearing unworthiness, insecurity, fear of not being good enough for you, creating this kind of split energy from this masculine and keeping him at times in this space of waiting, inaction, or I'm hearing unsure how to drive this forward, how to move this forward. So in the extended version of this reading, we are going to be channeling more information about specifically how this masculine is feeling in connection with you, divine feminine, at this time, as well as how I see this situation moving forward potentially into the future. So again, the link to the extended reading is in the pinned comments and description box under the video. But for now, I am going to pull a Rumi Oracle card. So what do twin flames listening to this reading need to know at this time? Blood angel. And I'm just going to read a little bit from the guidebook here also. In the midst of the darkness, a moon appeared with its brilliance. Stepping down from the clouds, it glanced at me like a falcon that hunts a bird and steals it away. It captured me and flew back to infinite space. As I looked for myself, I could not find me, for my body had become all soul in the tenderness of love. The 9 spheres of heaven dissolved in that moon as the ship of my existence drowned in the sea of love. Rumi. Do you dare place a limit on how much life you can contain? I pour of myself into your hearts and invite you to become nothing and everything with me. Let us be the sunrise that greets the day, and the sunset that honors the dying of the day in radiant glory. Let us be the angel of light arising from the darkness, and the starburst in the awakening hearts of a human beloved. Be the moon at the back of my heart, and the sun at the front of my heart. Be wordless and wise. Let us have nothing that we know for certain, and be content. Let us be all and let us be nothing. Let us be. So I really hope something from this reading connected with you today. If so, be sure to subscribe to this channel. This does help me to pick up more easily on your energy and channel more specifically for you in future videos. The link to the extended reading where we will be channeling love messages from both the masculine and the feminine to one another here, as well as more details from the reading, which are all listed below the video. All of that is available through our beautiful Patreon community. So I just am so grateful for all of you for being here today, for sharing this space and quite literally co-creating it along with me. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your week, and I will talk to you again in Friday's reading.